ویسے میں نے انگریزی میں لکھا ہے، اس لیے میں نے سنا ہے کہ سپریم کورٹ بار میں انگریزی I'm very grateful. سب کا میں شکر گزار ہوں. تھینک یو. ناصر انشاء آج ہم 1973 کی کانسٹیٹیوشن کا وہ جمہوریت ہی منا رہے ہیں. آپ کا دعوت کا بھی شکریہ سپریم کورٹ بار ایسوسیشن کا اور سپریم کورٹ بار کا اس فورم پہ آپ نے مجھے یہ دعوت دیا اور شاید میں پہلے وہ سیاسی رہنما کو جو سپریم کورٹ کے پریمیسز اس فورم سے خطاب کرتا ہوں. This is indeed a privilege, and we appreciate the role of the bar in upholding law, rule of law, constitutionalism, and human rights in Pakistan. We appreciate that the bar has played this role regardless of the political inclinations of individual members of the bar and the office bearers of the Bar Association. The nation values this bipartisan struggle against dictatorship waged by the legal fraternity. This indeed raises our hopes in democracy and fighting dictatorship. We salute your courage, your determination in the relentless struggle for the rule of law. This is the 50th anniversary of the Constitution of Pakistan that was given to the country by my grandfather, Bhutto, with the invaluable support of all political parties, of the right, left, center. Whether of democratic and secular inclinations or religious persuasions, the unanimous constitution given by the political parties and leaders at the time also had the backing of all the federating units of our federation. This consensus is no small achievement. Let there be no doubt or mistake about it. Under the leadership of Kurdya, the political leaders of the time rose above political partisanship, a value that has since systematically eroded over the years. One opposition political leader at the time was asked as to why he had agreed to the Constitution when he opposed Zulfikar so vehemently at every turn and every forum. In reply, the political leader was reported to have said that opposition to Bhutto was a political necessity, but making the Constitution was a national necessity. Such was the spirit at the time. It looks like a dream today. On this occasion, therefore, on the occasion of the 50th anniversary, I would like to pay tribute to all 24 members of the Constitutional Committee of 1972, the Legislative Assembly of 1973, which passed the Constitution, and the then legal fraternity for achieving this milestone in our national history. They are our national heroes, and we salute them. Standing before this august gathering in the premises of the Apex Court of Pakistan, I would like to share with you my thoughts and perceptions about how we see the role played by the judiciary in defending and advancing democracy. I'm tempted to speak about it because democracy once again is under threat, and the people look up to the judiciary to protect constitutionalism, to protect human rights, and to protect democracy. I will not give you a textbook narrative, nor will I dwell too deeply into the past. The role played by the judiciary in the past is rather too well known and bears no repetition. However, a brief peek into the past serves like a rear-view mirror while driving. It helps in course correction. A constitution is the soul of a state, and tearing it means tearing apart the state itself. Ridiculing it means ridiculing the people of Pakistan. It is a sacrosanct social contract between the state and the citizen on the one hand, and the glue that binds the federating units on the other. Abrogating it means dismembering the federation and alienating the citizens from the state. When dictators abrogated it in the past, the judiciary upheld this abrogation, sometimes in the name of the doctrine of successful revolution, and sometimes in the name of the doctrine of necessity. One felt as if the soul of the state had been torn by those very luminaries who were supposed to protect and defend it. I would not like to dwell more on this. As they say, forget the past, arrange for the present, and face the future. Those who abrogated the Constitution and ridiculed it as merely a 15-page document, and those who upheld the abrogation not only disgraced themselves, but also heaped disgrace on the people and on our nation. They are the traitors of the nation, and their actions were nothing but treasures. History will always remember them with this title. That is why it is important to jealously safeguard the Constitution and relentlessly pursue those who have subverted it. I've been a member of Parliament now for 5 years and have seen the role played by the judiciary from the perspective or the vantage point of Parliament. The restoration of the judiciary as a result of orchestrated public demonstrations in March 2009 is a seminal incident in the judicial history of Pakistan that had a profound impact on the judiciary-parliament relations. In the words of a leading lawyer and member of the movement for the restoration of CJP, Chaudhry, he later stated that the 2009 restoration as a result of public pressure had resulted in judges prone to arrogance and a bar prone to violence. We witnessed unprecedented judicial activism in the wake of its restoration in 2009. Iftikhar Chaudhry, Chief Justice Iftikhar Chaudhry, the Honorable Sabiq Chief Justice, declared that not Parliament but the Constitution was supreme, and the Constitution was what the judges said it was, not what it actually said, not what the founders said, but what he said. In the 18th Amendment in 2010, for which, once again, consensus within Parliament allowed for the passage of the 18th Amendment to the restoration of the 1973 Constitution, for which we are grateful to President Asif Ali Zardari, for which we are grateful to Dr. Ahmad and the entire drafting committee. The 18th Amendment in 2010 had closed the doors of judges to legitimize constitutional aberrations. It barred judges from taking oath under the PCO, and they could no longer, at least in theory, uphold the subversion of the Constitution. The scope of punishment